Hello, art people. Welcome to day one of a new lesson. This is called stained glass. We're going to do some pretend stained glass. I am preparing my transparent painting surface by tracing a stained glass pattern onto it so that I can experiment with different approaches to transferring a drawing onto a plastic surface and develop skills in a chosen approach. I'll know I've got it when I've tested two or more different techniques for creating art on a transparent plastic surface, and then selected two or more of those techniques to practice with in order to develop skills with those techniques, or just one more. Okay. If you are the bear, you can pass out the reference images. Look through those. So you'll be allowed to either trace a reference image that I have found on the internet, or you can draw your own. If you would like to draw your own stained glass design, you can get a piece of paper. And if you would like to trace one, then you do not need to get a blank piece of paper. I am going to do this one. All right, at this point, you're probably wondering, can I take the sheet that I want to trace out of the packet, like take it out? Because yours are all stapled, right? The answer is yes, you can, as long as when you are done with it, before you turn it in, you staple it back together with this cover, this stained glass cover on the top of it. So because of that, if you were the puppy dog, you can pass out the staplers. So there's these little staplers at every table. That way you can staple it back together when you're done with it. Okay, the next thing you guys are probably wondering right now is if you are starting to trace on this and your plastic sheet is moving around and your paper is moving around, making it hard for you to get on the lines, you probably are wondering if you can have some tape, and the answer is yes. So if you're the puppy dog, you can get a tape dispenser for your table. And this is how you would tape it down if you want to do that. You would take the reference image, and that would go down first. You can just tape it at the top. And then you would take your plastic sheet next, put that over it, and then staple that at the top. And then when you go to trace it, it should all stay still. Now, when it's time to clean up, make sure that you take the tape off of your plastic sheet. It will come really easily off your plastic sheet. And then the tape that's on the reference image, you can just fold down like that. Because if you pull the tape off, it might tear the reference image. And remember, also when it's time to clean up, you'll put your reference images back together with the cover on top. I don't have the cover with me, but you'll put the cover back on top and staple it. And then the puppy dogs will put the tape away. And the next thing that we need is our transparent sheets. If you are the kitty cat, you can get one of these transparent papers for everybody at your table. And now it's time to experiment. So if you're an alligator, you can get out the pencils. Okay. And on the bottom of our plastic sheet, you guys can write your name. Uh-oh. That didn't work, did it? That's what experimenting is all about, is trying things, not knowing if they're going to work or not. What should we try next? If you are the kitty cat, you can get out the crayons. All right. Now write your name on the bottom with the crayon. Uh-oh. Kind of works. I guess you could use the crayons if you wanted. You'd have to go over it a couple times though, right? Okay. Now if you're the kitty cat, get out the markers. Okay. And then write your name on the bottom right corner with a marker. Oh, that works really nicely, doesn't it? And your class. 5 and the first letter of your teacher's last name. What would happen if I smudged this? Yeah, it's wet, so it would mess up the paper, wouldn't it? If you use marker and you do smudge it, that's okay, because we're actually going to paint inside all the lines. So anything that is smudged inside of a shape that you're drawing will get covered up. So it's okay if you smudge. You can use any of these supplies to go ahead and trace. You're just going to try to keep it nice and still. All right, let's do it. If you're getting frustrated with it wobbling around, if you're having trouble keeping everything still, raise your hand, let me know. I'll bring you some tape and you can tape down the reference image and your plastic sheet of paper, and it will stay still on the table. If you want to add your own little detail that's different than the picture than you're tracing, go ahead. I'm going to do a bubble here. It's okay if you smudge a little. Okay. Okay, guys, that is it for today, project-wise. We are now going to watch a video about Marc Chagall. He was a really well-known stained glass artist, so we're going to watch a video about that, and then we'll do another little project. But for day 2 of this project, when we start next time, that's when we're going to paint inside all the lines. And then for day 3, we're going to go over all your lines with puffy paint so it looks three-dimensional, just like real stained glass. So that was all for today on this project. You guys did a great job. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.